going on, guys? It's Tyler here, and today I wanted to give you my take on why I decided to go all in on crypto. So a little bit of background about my experience with cryptocurrencies and how long I've kind of been using them for different things. Back in 2014 was really the first time I ever used crypto. It was related to a poker website, so I was using crypto to deposit and withdraw from poker sites. And I never actually held any of the coins. It was always just put the money in, take it out, and it was just a way to do a transaction. A lot of things I feel like that crypto was useful for early on was those kind of gray area markets, like online gambling, or obviously, Silk Road was a huge thing. There's plenty of videos about all the different use cases, and there was plenty of people trying to stop Bitcoin from being a thing, or cryptocurrency in general from being a thing, because they were trying to say that it was just a tool for people using the dark web. But I'm not an expert on cryptocurrency. I kind of just wanted to tell you from like a beginner's perspective on why I decided to go ahead and make the move of putting most of my net worth into cryptocurrency, most of my liquid net worth. So obviously there's been a ton of hype this year, especially with COVID stimulus checks, all this Elon Musk tweeting, like the Dogecoin specifically, or Doji, whatever you want to call it. I'm not interested in buying coins like that, but obviously Elon Musk tweeting about cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin, Dogecoin, whatever coin, it creates a lot of speculation in the market, and it's not even like I felt like I was missing out on all this huge rise of crypto. It's more so once I started doing more research on it and kind of understanding the future of what crypto is trying to actually do, and what Bitcoin, actually is, in terms of it not just being some, made up like store of value, right? Like it's actually a thing. There's only a certain amount of these Bitcoins in the world. So 21 million is the number for those of you guys that don't know. And then you have something like gold that people say is finite because, you can only mine so much gold on Earth. But then you have Elon Musk coming out saying that he's going to go to asteroids where there's all this gold, and he's going to mine gold from there and bring it back to Earth. So therefore, if you think about it, there could be an inflation of gold one day. But anyway, that's just kind of like my beginner's view on these things, like I said. So the reason I decided to go all in the crypto is because of the fact that I'm very just confident with the technology that's coming out. I think that there's not a huge percent of people right now that are actually invested in crypto. So once there's more and more people that start investing, obviously the market caps of all these things is just going to continue to rise. I still don't feel like I'm too late to the party with it, and that's one thing that like I made sure I did a lot of research on and kind of got a feel for where crypto was, and like if it's on the come down, if it's on the come up, is it here to stay? And everything that I got out of it is it's still in its infancy. Like the market cap of crypto, I believe before the crash was a little over $2 trillion. So if you look at it that way, I mean, gold has what, like a 10, 11 trillion dollar market cap, something like that. Don't quote me on that, but it's huge. And if you think about what gold is, I mean, it's just a store of value, right? Like people pay for like what they think it's worth, kind of like Bitcoin. People pay for what they think it's worth. But like I said, you have that finite number, that 21 million, and you can store it in a little wallet, and you actually can see it, right? Like if you're investing in gold, it's just like you're investing in stock. You're investing in something that someone's holding somewhere else, whatever. But yeah, so I decided that I thought, because of all this stuff that I put together, everything I've watched, all the research I've done, that it's too risky So based on everything, all the research I've done, all the technologies that are being created, the apps using the blockchain technology, I decided that it's too risky to not be involved in. And what I mean by that is, like, and a lot of people look at it opposite. They think, oh, it's so risky because it's so volatile. Like, I could put 10K in and lose 90% of it tomorrow. But I mean, if you invest in the wrong coins, right? Like, for sure that could happen. And even with Bitcoin, it's gone down 80% in the past at some points. But it's gone up ever since its inception. And I believe I heard something the other day that anybody who's held Bitcoin for at least 4 years has made a profit on it. So it didn't even mean it, like, so even if you've held at the peak of the market, right, of one of the cycles, one of the bull cycles, say you bought for like 18K and then it dropped down to 3, but like you bought at 18 and you've held and held and held since then, you're up money. So the only people that aren't up money right now are obviously, the people that bought in the past 6 months, and yeah, then people who have tried like trading and not holding. So for me, it seems promising, right? It seems more promising than just having cash in your bank account. Obviously there's things you can invest in, like stocks and real estate and whatever, but I just think, like I said, crypto's too risky to not have. You really, like, have to kind of understand that if crypto is around in 10 years from now, the wealth gap between the people who held crypto versus the people who decided, to wait until it was absolutely fully integrated into our society, the people that were, in early, and even nowadays, like, obviously, 2011, 12, 13, whatever, those were the real early days. But even now, like, not that many people own crypto, at least not in large quantities. And it's becoming more and more available for people to buy. And again, there's a limited amount of some of these coins, like Bitcoin. So you're right now with $5,000, you could own like, what, 12 to 13% of a Bitcoin or something like that. If Bitcoin hits $10 million one day, a coin, which is definitely possible, I mean, you're going to be a millionaire off of a $5,000 investment. Like, that's what I mean when I'm saying it's too risky to not hold for me. This is not financial advice for anybody watching my channel. This is just like my thoughts and opinions on crypto. And, like I said, from an amateur's point of view, why I decided to go all in. And I mean, these are all the reasons. I will say I bought in about 3 weeks ago. One thing I wish I had done, maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago, one thing I wish I had done was dollar cost average in, and it wouldn't have hurt as bad, because I got in at when Bitcoin was like 52K a coin. And I mainly got in on Bitcoin, Cardano, Ethereum, Litecoin, and then a few other small ones. But most of them are, blue chip coins that I know are more than likely, I mean, nothing's 100% certain, but more than likely going to be around for years and years to come, hopefully. And I mean, if Bitcoin is around in 10 years, it's going to be over $1 million a coin. Like, there's just no doubt in my mind. I'm very confident. I mean, obviously, again, I'm not an expert, but this is just kind of like the information I've gathered listening to people who are experts on the subject. But yeah, I mean, like I said, the dollar cost averaging in, that would have been nice to do rather than kind of just go all in at once. I was just real excited about the idea of, like, okay, I'm fully confident now to just put my money in and hold. Because I have friends who have become millionaires from just buying in, 2015, 16, and just kind of holding until that point. Just because that's when it started getting more involved with, poker sites. So there's a lot of poker players that held crypto for a very long time and have made a lot of money from doing that. Unfortunately, I wasn't one of those people. So now, like I said, it's still in its infancy, so I'm still comfortable getting in. Now, what if Bitcoin goes down even farther than it is? Because I won't say like exact numbers, but I am down five figures at this point, like multiple 5 figures. If it goes down more, then I mean, so be it. I just put my money in at the wrong time. I'm very confident in it in the long run, so I have no issue with just kind of waiting it out and holding. I still have enough capital to run my business, my Walmart dropshipping business, and obviously, you know, living expenses, things like that. And I still have all the equity in my house if I needed to do anything with that. Hopefully not though, but at this point, I'm really just kind of, like I said, all in with the crypto, other than those things. Like, I made sure I had the living expenses. I made sure I have enough to run my business, and that's it. I haven't been playing any poker. I sold my portion of the staking company that I owned, that we were backing poker players, and I had some success with that. It was a good business. It was fun for a little bit. I kind of just wanted to focus on myself though, so I sold that. That money's in crypto. So really the only things that I have going on right now are trying to learn as much as I can about crypto and my Walmart dropshipping business. For the foreseeable future, I'm kind of just here trying to not spend much money, make sure that I can stay in the game, and just hodl, like they say, hodl until the market goes back up. But yeah, I mean, if it does go down more, it's gonna suck. Obviously, it's unrealized losses at that point, but I'm very confident long run. If I just keep holding and holding, then I'll be fine. I was actually talking to my buddy today on the phone. He was like, man, if you lost that much money playing poker, you would go nuts. I was like, yeah, I know, but it's not like, it doesn't feel like a loss, because if you go to a bunch of tournament series in a row and, you know, you lose a ton of money if you don't do well over that span of whatever, over that span of like a couple tournament series, you know, you lose a lot of money. And with poker, you really just have to keep playing, and then variance works itself out. My mindset with the Bitcoin drop and all the other coins that I have is I'm not really doing any work, right? Like, I just expect to make money with it in the long run by just holding. And so with poker, you have to like travel and do things, and you know, and you're not going to get that money back unless you keep investing that time, and you keep improving your game and making sure you're playing well. Here, it's like playing well with cryptocurrency is literally just doing nothing, just sitting there like waiting for the market to just correct itself, or not correct itself, but move up, because this whole Bitcoin, this whole like crypto drop was a correction from the peak. But yeah, I figured I'd just give you my take on that, and maybe to some of you guys I sound like a risky idiot, but you know, maybe some of you guys understand and are kind of all in on the crypto thing too. We'll see how it goes long run. Hopefully I don't have to sell the house. No, I'm just kidding. I definitely am doing okay with the Walmart stuff. If I didn't have the Walmart income from drop shipping, then I probably wouldn't be able to do something like this. So yeah, at this point, I'm all in. Should have diversified a little bit, I guess. Hopefully my mom's not watching this video, but yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and hopefully, you know, if you guys check the crypto market, be thinking of me and hoping that it goes up. But if you guys have any questions about, you know, anything I use to buy the coins or whatever, just leave those in the comments below. Again, I'm not an expert, and this is definitely not financial advice. Like, you should not probably go all in on crypto. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys.